Howdy, howdy. Today we are going to make some trees, like the ones you see here on this island. I will be providing all 6 of these trees at the end. We are going to start by modeling a basic one, and then you can follow along as I time-lapse the rest. First thing to do is tab in here and press M and merge at center. This gives us a single vertex to play with. And then we can go to the side view here and just kind of extrude this up. Give us kind of a cool angle here. We can extend branches out to the side here. We can change the angles. Let's give this one 2 little branches coming out. Let's do 2 here and maybe 1 coming off of there as well. We might move this one to be more out in the front to try and counterbalance some of the weight over here. I think that will be good. We'll kind of move this one up. Maybe that one a little bit as well. There we go. I think I like that shape. Now we're going to tab out here. We're going to add a modifier. And that modifier is going to be the skin modifier. So if we tab back in, let's go to wireframe mode. Let's grab the end vertice of all of these. And if we press Control A, we can scale that down. But to improve that, let's go to the proportional editing and do that, and we can extend this out, and that way we can kind of reshape the whole tree. Might be a little much. You can kind of zoom in and out to get the shape you want. Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. There we go. And I think that will do for now. If we come over and apply that, oh, we gotta tab out first. I don't think that does anything with the symmetry, but I'll uncheck it anyways. We'll apply that, and then we will come in and add another modifier. This one will be a subdivision surface. I think 1 is good enough, and we will go ahead and apply that. And then if we come down here, we can turn proportional editing on again. Tab in. I think if we kind of rotate it with the proportional editing, we can kind of make the base look correctly. Now if we go to a solid view, let's move the whole thing down just a little. Move that middle vertex up. Turn proportional editing off so the tree is more flat on the base. If we go to face select view, we can kind of extend these out and move it down a couple of times to kind of give it a bit of a base here. So we'll just kind of rinse and repeat on a few sides here. We can kind of make this one a bit thicker. Just rinse and repeat there. I think that's good, and then we'll just do 1 more over here. There we go. That will give it a little bit of shape there. And now that we have that shape, we can come and add another modifier. We're going to use the decimate modifier for this one. And if we zoom out a little bit, we can bring it down until we've gotten rid of a lot of the extra vertices, but we get to kind of keep our tree shape. And I think that does a pretty good job. That got us all the way down to 356 triangles. If we tap back in, it was originally 2,500, so that got rid of a lot of geometry, which is exactly what we wanted, and then we can apply that. Perfect. And that will be the main branch setup of our tree. Next, we're going to add some leaves to it, and this one's going to be kind of a puffy tree, so we're going to add a bunch of little puffy balls. So if we just come into the mesh here and add an icosphere, we can pop this open and go down one, and I think that's going to be about where we want it. And if we just bring this up and kind of where we want the tree, we can just duplicate this around to all branches. I think that's good. And then you can kind of give the different branches, you can select each one with L, and you can see it's selecting by seam and whatnot. And you can always grab it by other things like normals or materials. But seems what is working for us right now, and so you can kind of rotate some of these to better fit. Let's actually grab this one and move it over to the side a little. And let's actually duplicate it and have two of them down here so we can fill out the tree a little better. Grab an individual one here. And then what we're going to do is, now that we've rotated a couple of them, if we just come and grab all of the leaves, we should be able to press F3 and type in randomize, and kind of move around how much we want them randomized, play with the seed a little. Perfect, and that is the basics for the modeling of our little tree here. Now we need to come in and add color. So if we grab the whole thing, scale it down to 0, let's make sure we have our trunk color. It'll help if we actually go to rendered mode. Do we not have a material on this? Looks like we do. Is our light disabled? There we go. Need our light on. And now if we come and grab a couple of these, I think 4, we can grab and move those over to a nice light green color. Then we can grab these and move them up to a nice yellowy color. And that'll give us a fun little puffy tree. And all that's really left to do is rename it from a cube so it's easier to find in the hierarchy. And we will follow a lot of the same patterns for most of the other trees. We might actually change the trunk color to be a lighter brown here. I think I like that more. And we have our little human size model here just so we can kind of see how big our tree is compared to about the normal size of a person here. And we can use that as we make all the rest of our trees. So now I will time-lapse the making of the other trees, and you can always slow it down if you want to see what buttons are being pressed and such. And yeah, here we go. right here, I am going to use proportional editing, but I'm going to use connected only, so that way I can rotate just the one I'm touching at the moment, so that way it doesn't affect all of the other leaves, so I can edit them all individually. And so for this tree, I'm going to specifically leave the modifier here, just in case you decide you do not want it. You can always take it away. So if you go back into tab view, you can still see all of the vertices there. So if you guys want to go and edit yourself, you can do it before the modifier is changed. And that is how to make 6 different trees. If you guys liked what you saw, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. The files are always out on GitHub if you want to pull any of them down. In the next video, we're going to be adding these trees to our game scene and probably cleaning up the game scene into a floating isle. And you guys have a wonderful day.